The following segment is sponsored by the state of Utah. You may have seen the signs along the freeway that say social media can harm your children. This is all part of a new campaign, and Amy Winder-Newton is here to tell us more about it. Amy, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be here.
We are so happy to have you. Okay, how is social media affecting our children and their mental health? We know it's not great for them.
Yeah, well, since the invention of social media, mental health issues among youth have skyrocketed. And that's not just in Utah, that's nationally, that's even internationally. So we're very concerned. Even in Utah, we have had our SHARP survey, which helps measure some of these things, show us that only 37% of our Utah youth are getting at least 8 hours of sleep at night on an average school night. That's a problem.
Yeah.
32% have been persistently sad or hopeless for 2 weeks or more, and 18% have seriously considered suicide.
Wow.
So those numbers are startling. Our governor cares very much about the health of our youth, and that's why we're doing this campaign.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and the Surgeon General recently released a warning. Can you tell us what that is?
Yeah, so the Surgeon General came out and said social media is not good for youth, and the same concerns with mental health. And so, in fact, he has said 13 is way too young for social media. You should get together with other parents and figure out what the right age is for your child, whether it's 16, 17, 18. But we are introducing our kids to social media way too young.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, and last week, Utah Governor Spencer Cox launched a public awareness campaign about these issues. Can you tell us about it and what those goals are, Amy?
Yeah, so our goal is to engage, educate, and empower our parents. And this campaign is going to have TV ads, billboards, digital ads to help educate parents on the harmful effects of social media for their children. We need parents to be partners to help us keep our kids safe.
Sure, and we were speaking a little bit before about this. You know, we are in charge of our kids, and so, you know, we do have this responsibility. What tips do you have for parents, speaking of that?
Well, so I'll give you 5 tips. The first one is that we need to look at a social media plan for our families, or a media plan for our families. Figure out what the rules are going to be, what are the boundaries, and make sure everybody in the family is aware of that so you can stick to it. The second is have tech-free zones so that kids can have in-person and human connection with their friends and other people, whether that's at the dinner table, whether it's at before bed, or when you're doing family time. Make sure you have tech-free zones. The third one is ensure that we're setting the example as adults.
Yep.
We are terrible at being on our phones all the time, right? And for a kid to have to compete with Instagram or TikTok for a parent's attention, that affects their mental health as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fourth, get with other parents and establish what the social norms are going to be for your kids. If you can get with your kids' parents, your kids' friends' parents, and have the discussion and all get together and say, we're going to agree to allow our kids to communicate this way or that way, that makes it so much easier than going at it alone.
That's a great idea.
And then lastly, reconsider the age when you are going to let your kids use social media. It's not safe. We know it's especially harmful for young girls between 11 and 14. So we have got to do better on that. So we can be brave and courageous as parents and make those hard decisions.
Those tips are awesome. They're really great, Amy. Thank you for that. Yes, we got to protect our children. Where can we go for more information, Amy?
Well, we have a website, socialharms.utah.gov.
Okay,
so you can
perfect.
go there.
Thank you so much for all those tips. Great to see you.
Thanks.